I'd like to welcome everybody for this Summer Solstice prayer and greeting and connecting circle through Earth Peoples United. And really happy to see our beautiful circle of relatives here and those that will be listening to the recording, and just what an important time to come together in this way in prayer and celebration. I know a lot of us in the West Coast are really feeling the heat of our father sun coming in at the solstice time, and just Juneteenth today. A lot of just powerful times that we're living inside of right now, and this has been true for a while, and we keep moving through this spiral circle of just evolution, and for all the good healing that's happening in our world and the challenges, and just really hope that this circle today, this time together, can be nourishing for all of us. And I want to thank you, Erick, for sharing with us today, and from Guatemala. I know you just arrived there, and that being able to source this prayer from that sacred home, place of the ancestors, and this day of Kablahu'yok for the spirit that lives in all things, and that energy of endurance and perseverance that I know I'm feeling. I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's definitely a powerful time, and but these times and moments that we can connect together, and I know it really helps me in my life and gives me more inspiration and more kind of juice just to keep going with the work that we're doing in this world. So just want to welcome everybody. Thank you all for taking your time with us today, and I'd like to pass it to you, Erick, to start sharing with us. And then I know we've got a lot of beautiful relatives with us that we can invite to share too. So thank you so much, and many blessings to all of you. Aho.
Aho. Thank you, Nan Heddi, and good day and good evening to everybody, all my relations. I hope my internet stays strong. As right now, it was kind of a little choppy. You hear me good, Heddi? Yeah, okay, good. Wow, here we are again, as we are moving and flowing with time and occupying the space in which each and one of us find ourselves all around the earth right here, from above north all the way south and across the land here. And want to say greetings to all the spirits who are also, we're going to be calling Summer Solstice to bring the Lords of Light into our essences, into our circles. We know already it's like we're witnessing a movie from the words were shared years and years ago. A lot of the spiritual elders and young people too. A lot of dreaming came, and now it's becoming real. And so, but we want to find again that prayer or that conversation with divinity, with the land, with our Mother Earth. What is the conversation that is happening collectively inside of us, around us? How many networks are we really connecting to? And how much we can send a good vibration, good prayer to all that is alive, all our relations. And so just got here in Guatemala, and we got some things planned because we got a lot of gatherings happening here. The Wakshakibats is coming up, and visits to sacred sites and so forth. It's because the care and love for the life that is being affected, and so we're still moving forward in creating that fireplace of unification. And yesterday I was talking to another man, one of my brothers for a long time, were the ones who were there for the human rights and the sign of the peace accords here in Guatemala. And he was like this too, like us here. We have to unite the people. We got to bring it together. All the little gaps that are still there, unify it. So whatever we have to do here, inspire to bring it closer to each other. Each one of us make circles in your neck of the woods. Bring the spirits. Today, this ego come from Haida. And to bring forth the prayer, the visions of what is the larger picture in which we're living. What is it that we need to do at this time? And so we're here together. This is so awesome to see you, Warren Carena, and all the way over there in Norway, and we almost made it a couple of years ago. But there's Haida, my sister here, Victoria, Sweet Medicine Nation, and Heddi all the way over there to the New York, Blue Horse, and Stella, and Maya, and Angela, Dantes here, KD and Lou, Ashley, and so here we are. We are making it happen. And this prayer is about time is moving forward towards a meeting. We're having a meeting with divinity here in our Mother Earth. It's a meeting that we've been expecting, they say. Some of the older ones, they say, you are the ones they're waiting for. You are here, some of you are young people. And you will remember this, just like now we're getting there to the place where we were the young ones listening to the elders. And now many of them are already in the spirit world with this, the flying in the ethers, in the spirit world. We want to call them in, say, hey, I know you hear us. I know you sense us. Some of us, family has crossed over, or friends we love, and so forth. And over there, Marsha in the Midwest, bringing forth the connection. And so a lot of efforts I know you're doing, and may those efforts be blessed with a bounty, with good fires, with good stories, with good actions, your gardens, your food, your sacred water, your prayers, your medicine that you share with all in generosity. That's what makes a better world. And so we're still going back and forth, and soon maybe all goes well, we will just be sitting somewhere, maybe visiting a couple communities once in a while. But the prayer is to start putting the staffs down, like some of you have staffs now. We're coming into this time of the Oshlahu, the unification of our nations, our people, of us with the rest of the networks of life. And so sending out this prayer to what we say, Rukushka, Rukushuleo. Rukushka, Rukushka, Rukushya, Rukuskastemal. To that life force, to you, heart of heaven, heart of the earth. Essence of the universe, we ask of this ceremonial time to bless all our relations across Mother Earth. For we see and hear and dream the signs and the language of the spirits to again unify, to again be part of the web of life, to again sing these songs to bring back the peace and harmony with all our relations. We know that much is being uncovered, very sad things, very hard things. Let us put it to rest. Let us bring the true generosity of these prayers, and to bring forth those songs and these prayers and this unification that we could do it. It is us who are present here, who the small group of people can shift the destiny of humanity to again recharge, rekindle those sacred fires that bring us in unification with life. To use sacred spirits of all those children and people who were never given a prayer to close your experience in life. May you feel this fire ceremonies being dedicated to you, that you are not forgotten, that we will bring a new generation of people made out of honey, that we will guide each other, bring that sweetness back into our world. Whatever it might take, however we might walk. And we have a lot of beautiful medicine people here, elders, who also will bring the prayer and unification. And thank you for being present. For that's our first rules. Be present. Open mind, open heart, hands ready to give love and share love and receive love. Because we need that love. We need that reflection that what we do, what we say is also what we receive. And so many blessings to each and one of you. And as the marking of the sky is telling us the time of the blue beings emerging into us, connecting with us, it is happening all around different places. People are experiencing another force, another language that we need to embrace it, open to that, and ask, say, okay, here I am present. What can I do? How can I present myself here? How can I be in this ceremonial time and unify all our efforts? So we were sharing earlier, other times, about actions in love, like all that we do. May it be with that unconditional love, to be with that unconditional surrendering to you, Creator. For you, Mother Earth, there's much for us to undo, to rejuvenate, to support, so that life may continue. May we receive those blessings of dreams and visions. May our walk across your breath, across your beauty of the land, of the forests, of the rivers, of the lakes, of the sacred ocean, that we meet all our relations with the great greeting. Aho, my relation, I see you. You are me and I am you, to that little bee, to the flower, to the great elephant, to the tiger, to the eagles, to the mountain spirits, to all that is sacred, to the Pashil Kayala, the small little places they say the staffs will rise, the staffs will unify, whilst the rest needs to be purified. It will be burned, it will be flooded, it will be landslide over. It has to be renewed. It needs to go into another vibration of existence. Because this way, we see what's happening. But I want to share this today with my brother here, Vern, to sing a song, bring that prayer, and all of us encircle ourselves together with this prayer, with the songs, to call upon the spiritual, call upon the divinity, to say, I am here, we are present, and I bring all that is my love, my heart, my mind, and my intentions to be guided, to be in ceremony with each and one of you. So my brother Vern, whenever you're ready, put your video and your present yourself. And thank you for coming this far. All across, there's a lot of things happening. And this is the place where we're going to unify and be in the ceremonial time, to share sacred time. So welcome everybody who's joining up right now. We'll wait for Vern. And if you're not ready, let's see what's happening. Then here you go, here comes. So much love, my brother. Thank you for being present. Thank you for lighting those fires over there in Haida, for bringing the elders and keeping that flame of hope alive, bringing the strength to the children again over there as you gather them, as they prepare for the songs and prayers. May all the relations there be blessed and be in that sacred time. So Matthew Away, my brother Vern.
I thank you for this time, and we have some really powerful young people that have the courage to step up and then to call us on our own shit to keep us moving forward without any doubts, because we have to leave this baggage behind to give them the courage to move forward. And every time I get called out, I appreciate it. It helps myself grow. And so do your best not to be offended when people do that for us. And this song here is We Are All Connected, Stronger as One People. And you could record it and you can learn the song and carry it. Way ahead, way ahead, way ahead. Dalam waktu aswagidan, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead. Dalam waktu aswagidan, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead. It's good agawiagan, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead. Dalam waktu aswagidan, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead. It's good agawiagan, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead. Good morning. I love you all. I really appreciate everything you're doing, brother, and the family that's there, and all that you're putting forth for us. And we could feel the energy here. And I'm really happy that we have such courageous young people that they've been doing this so long that I just have to point at them now, and they do all the things that need to be done. And it's really good because there is no fear there. There is no worry about being judged. They do what needs to be done, and it's good. And I'm really appreciative of all that you have done for me and all that all of you do for me. And it helps me move forward. And we keep praying for the same earth and the Creator and for each other. Paula, for letting me share a little bit. And I'm going to be here, but I'm just turning my video off. I'm cleaning up. I don't want you to see how I clean up. I love you.
Oh, yeah. Am I still clear, Heddi? Because it's kind of breaking up, but am I here good?
Yeah, coming through steady. So
Yeah, my brother Vern, and a lot of magic we've seen in all these years in our ceremonies. And we've seen the reflection that it has changed and shifted, supported the evolution of our people coming back into the sacred time again. To know that we're not by ourselves, like, I know I'm not by myself because I know you're there, my brother. Just like all of us here together, we feel the network of our love, and it's strong. That's what we heard before from others, of our relatives, is to the dark or the outside world. It's like, you have no power against our love. You have no power against our prayers, because it is infinite. It is of the true source, the universal life. And so we know that that's been carrying us through this time. And now it is showing us that we can extend it. The more we share, the more we love, the more it comes through so easy and more clear. And we have another one of my inspirations of my life. I will know a bunch of you there, but one is, my elders is Warren, from Norway over there in Karena. Beautiful, the way that the generosity and the love too is years later, the love stands, and I know the circle of in Sweden and Norway is still beautiful and strong. We know when we are with so many relations, I feel you, I see you, I'm so happy that you found that this love. I saw pictures of your gardens and of your people gathering out. What a beauty over there. And that's what this spiritual love does. And so much gratitude just to know that we share.
this, darn, we lost him. Okay. Well, I know that he was opening up the invitation for you, Warren and Karina, to share something. So.
And I'm back. You hear me? Heddi?
Yeah, we can't see you. We could kind of hear you. Try again. There you are. Okay.
Okay. So we're going to pass it on to Warren because I don't know, my internet's kind of stuff. Thank you, Warren. Karina?
Yeah. Well, there is a love that is lasting, and it is what we have with each other. And it's been a love that has persisted over many years. And it's been an inspiration for years and years and years. You both are very inspiring people. And we never feel quite alone because we know you're there. And we thank you for that. So it is very powerful. And I want to say something, one little more, just short. That is, we love life, life itself, and the life of animals, the life of plants, the life of all kinds of creatures that exist and keep us company on the earth. And that love is resonating all the time and never quite leaves us alone. So the enrichment that we have from you both and all of your friends is very powerful. And me, I'm 97 now.
And a half.
97 and a half. And so, you know, it's sort of closing time, but at the same time, it's a very warm, loving kind of feeling that I have for all of you and all of the people who have been with us over the years. And there are many. And we thank them and all the other creatures that give us so much pleasure and misery sometimes. So here we are. And 97 is quite a nice age. And you can look forward to being what you are. And that's enough. So thank you all. So
Thank you.
Thank you, Oren and Karina. These beautiful.
Karina want to share?
Mm.
Thank you. So 2 summers from now, Warren will be 99 and a half. So anybody is invited who can make it over the Atlantic. We will have a big celebration in the summertime. You're all invited. Yes.
That's really meant from the heart.
Yes. Well, thank you for these gatherings that you offer and all these gatherings you have offered over. It's going to be 19 years. It's actually 19 years around these days. It was in June. So it's a long journey, and it's true that the love and really the embodied experience of our times together and the ceremonies never really quite leave me. And when you do the simple prayer in the beginning, Tat Erick, with the words of the Mayan, the sacred words of the Mayans, it brings me back to the fireplaces in Guatemala. And it's really beyond words to express the importance of this, the impact it has had in my life and in our life, and the gratitude we feel. So very much feeling tuned to that love that you spoke of in the beginning. And you know what they say, love is all you need. Love is all you need. So
all love is all you got.
there you go. So thank you all, and happy solstice. Thank you.
Thank you, Karina. Yes, the love goes through all kinds of eras and time and, you know, experiences. And yes, and so beautiful to experience you. You're both of your essence, you know, and carry it in my life. I know Heddi too, like, well, we got to go over there. We have to, you know, yes, we want to go. And thank you for the invitation. Thank you for your presence. It's such a, you know, loving like a torch lighting the way in a place of darkness, and so thank you for that. Heddi, what do you think? Sweet Medicine, you have a good reception? This is my other sister who through ceremonies and the love go, through all kinds of human experiences that we are now, such an incredible love with my sister here at Sweet Medicine Nation. And thank you for being here, and welcome home. And we send you this love, and may you receive this gratitude for you. I hope.
Thank you, Eric, and to all of my relations. A greeting from the Metolius River, a sacred river with no understanding of its origin, just like us. And to celebrate this time of connection through this great web that we're capable of creating called Zoom. And I want to just say that today in this journey, in my tradition, we start on the 21st of June to move into the moon of a woodpecker. And I think it's significant that we have 5 different kinds here, which is extremely rare. And in the northern tribes of North America and in some in Europe, the woodpecker is the most holiest of birds. It is sometimes even put on a staff as showing high chief. In the north, they carve the totem poles with a woodpecker at the top, which means stay alert. It's high ceremony time. For us, it's also the alignment for our ceremonies. Our Temazcals, our sweat lodges, our vision quests, our sun dances, our different giveaways, our marriages. It's a time to celebrate. And if we look at the sun as a timekeeper, as we do, we see it as a timekeeper. It keeps the connection. It has the synchronized system that is natural. And so we're looking at that right now. We're seeing the energies. We also want to see that we are on a journey. And so this timing for us, when the sun is at its highest, the longest day will come for us in the north. We want to look at that in the traditions that I follow of the Choctaw. There is a sacred canoe. We're on a journey. This canoe is the connection of the sun and the moon. You may see it in drawings or carvings, but it's of a jaguar, a little jaguar being that's changing us. We're turning into the jaguar. The jaguar is the mystery, the one that helps us to be able to see in this place of the darkness. And there's also either an ocelot, which is another cat guardian, or it can be an alligator. So a lot of times we have swamps where in the rivers. And so the alligator helps us to go into the daylight to see, but these are basically not animals. These are guardians, and they're taking us on a journey during the solstice. And we're today, the Juneteenth, the freeing us from being slaves, being a human, being able to remember that we're all free because we were given the blessing of life, the breath. And that at this time, I make this prayer for us to unify, for us to be community again, to commune together because of all that's going on. The greatest forces is that of fear and desire. So I want you to all put into your prayer the desire to be unified together as one sun, one moon, one earth people, because the powers are there. We speak about the condor who flies in the south, and we speak about the eagle of the north. And in between is the sacred beings of the little hummingbirds, you know, these quetzales, these little flashing jewels. We need to put that fire back inside of us. We're the one in the center of the canoe. We're the hearts that are needing to be reignited, these suns, these fires. So during this woodpecker moon, it's about paying attention. It's about noticing in the forest something red, because most of them have red heads, saying, here is fire in the forest. I'm a messenger. I'm sending the drum beat across all the tree people, sending it out into the air to say, we're on a journey together. Are you with us? Or did you fall out? Or did you get off the boat because you're in fear? Now it's about desire to go beyond. So I'm sending that prayer because during that time, we change, we metamorphosize, we synchronize with the sacred fire inside of us. We also come to this place of cleansing. So our bodies change. Maybe you still look like you, right? We can see ourselves. But what if we go to this next amazing place of desire? The desire that we are leading in this canoe across this transformative time of the solstice. So I send a blessing to my brother there. I wish I was in Guatemala. It's like, oh my gosh, will I ever see that place again in the center? And that you're holding these two eagle fans for us, you know, the condor and the eagle. And with all my relations, I'm missing everybody so terribly. It's like, it's an ache. It's an ache and it's a desire that we can go beyond the fear and that I'm going to set my arrow, my point. You know, today I brought out a point, a napped point, a beautiful nap point from here in this area to be my arrow point to say, no, I'm not buying into this anymore. I'm moving forward, being in the spirit with all of you today in this beautiful time of celebration, this portal to take and get on the canoe together. And let's paddle across the river of stars and transform ourselves with the alignment of the great sun, the great father, mother that we know we're part of. Here we are on a journey. I'm glad to be here with you in this time of holiness, wholeness, transformational time, high ceremony. Greatest ceremony is to take a breath in gratitude. So I'm here to say that today with all my love and kisses for everyone that joins us and those who follow and watch it later. May our lives matter. We too can free ourselves from the slavery of a pandemic or thinking that we don't have control. I'm with you all, always and forever. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Beautiful. Love to see if our sister up there in Haida, Vicky, would you share something with us today? Beautiful to have you on the call today. Hi. I can't hear you. It looks like you unmuted yourself, but I'm not hearing for some reason. Oops. Try now. No. You can always, if you know how to do the chat, you could type something there too. But send our love to you and just so many blessings. Hang on, Nisha. I'd like to ask Marsha Forrest. Marsha, if you would share something with us today. Send our love and prayers to you too. Mhm.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, so my reception's been a little bit tricky today. So greetings to everyone and happy summer solstice. And I know a lot of us are really feeling the heat right now. And I just want to say greetings from Southern Illinois. And my reception is a little iffy because I chose to sit out here in the sunroom where I can look outside the window and, you know, watching the wind in the trees, watching the birds come and go, the hummingbirds, the cardinals, everything feeding at the feeder, watching the squirrels play and feed and the chipmunks and even the occasional rabbit. So, yeah, it's like being outside without the heat, which is nice. So I just want to say, in acknowledging this time of year, that it's such a bountiful time of year. The berries have been beautiful this year. The strawberry season was good. Now we're into the blueberries and the gooseberries and harvesting whatever we can. And just nurturing the garden. And it's taking more of that this year with water, needing to keep those little plants well watered while they're getting established. But we're already beginning to harvest our cucumbers, and some of our cherry tomatoes are coming along. And I just am really happy to be on this call today with all of you, and that we can come together in this way. To be able to, again, join together those who know each other and those who are meeting each other for the first time, that's a good thing too. And so what I want to share with you today as we approach the longest day of the year, I can't believe that the days are already going to start to get shorter again. That just blows my mind. And so what I want to share with you today is the thank you song, because that's what I'm feeling, is a lot of gratitude in my heart, and a lot of gratitude for all that we've been given, a lot of gratitude for that breath and air that we breathe, that fire that is within us and outside of us, the waters that are within us and outside of us, and our great connection to this beautiful earth that just continues to marvel me each and every day when I get to look out and see everything. So some of you know this thank you song, and as I sing it, I want you to just really focus on what it is in your life that you're grateful for right now, because the past is behind us. We can't do anything about any of that. So let's be grateful for that experience and whatever lessons it had to teach us, because that's what those experiences are for, to help us to learn and to make us stronger so that we can continue to walk the path that we are destined to walk. And it's so beautiful to be on this call and pathway with a lot of you. So I will sing this song, and so whatever gratitudes you have, just let them flow through you as I sing this song. Win Yahweh, Anna, win Yahweh, na, win Yahweh, na, win Yahweh, ya, win Yahweh, Anna, win Yahweh, na, win Yahweh, na, win Yahweh, ya, win Yahweh, ho. Win Yahweh, Anna, win Yahweh, na, win Yahweh, na, win Yahweh, ya, win Yahweh, Anna, win Yahweh, na, When Yahweh, Anna, when Yahweh, na, when Yahweh, na, when Yahweh, ya, when Yahweh, Anna, when Yahweh, na, when Yahweh, na, when Yahweh, ya, when Yahweh, when Yahweh. Ooh. So thank you for this opportunity to share a few words with you. And I hope that you find the abundance of this time of year, both in what you harvest and in your life. And that as we begin to move forward into this real heat of the summer, that you find ways to stay cool and to appreciate what it is that we have and the experiences that we are given in this life. And it's so nice to connect with you all again. Safe journeys for Tata as he's in Guatemala again until he gets back home, and preparing for ceremonies at Deer Mountain this summer, and looking forward to seeing some of you there. So blessings and love to all of you. Stay strong, stay loving, and full of hope. Nyawagoa.
Wow, thank you, Marsha, and also Sweetie, my sisters, you know, and with Marsha, we when we attended California gathering of the Elder Circle, North America, we saw you walk by, you know, with Tata Polo, and he says, "Oh, we have to bring her together. She's one of our souls of the ancient ones. We gotta stay close, you know." That was, I don't know, 20 some years ago, 27 maybe, I don't know, long time. Then we saw each other again in Haida. And after that, we just really tied the beautiful prayers. Thank you for all the years, Marsha and Sam, you know, support you and just always there with you. And that's the sacred union, you know, the sacred union of this love, you know. And so as we get closer to this ceremonial time, you know, years go by, you know, and it gets stronger and stronger. We get a little older, and as you know, then we get to do more responsibility. But one of the big things that we were, you know, we heard in those circles of the nations, it was to love this sacred time. Take care of this sacred time. Our ceremonies were precious. They were what kept us alive, and now it's taking us into a beautiful place of sharing with the world. As many as you see, what's the reaction to this is, you know, it's chaotic, it's hard, it's whatever. The ceremonies continues to show us that the love and the joy is still there. So we've been in ceremony all along. We're traveling, you know, still holding the fires alive. You know, it's peril. They told us it's going to be peril times. But with knowing that, you know, in Illinois or over there with you, Sweetie, or with Warren and all of us here, it's like we know we got allies, we got family. And sometimes really strong, you know, of this eternal love. And one eternal love flame unites to another eternal love flame and makes a bigger eternal love flame, fire, sacred time. Just like the one drop of sacred water, another drop of water and another one makes a big lake, big ocean, makes the air, you know, makes what we breathe, as molecules of water too. So all this is sacred, you know. So I want to also say thank you to mi amor, my love, my friend, companion, my wife, and you know, for all that we've done, you know, all that you do, you know, all this is because you love, you know, and sometimes I know I see you tired and, you know, hard time, but you know, you love it. And so Heddi, Balam, Chai, Kotzich, Nachkich, with our people here, the Maya, and this time I want to, you know, I know we have a lot to do, I know we're overwhelmed, but I we put in the prayer that this unification will be even stronger, because down here they're asking us to gather the elders of the last fires again. They say, hey, we gotta unify it in a place where there's no conflict. In the fire that is about love, it's about caring for each other, not competition or all the other stuff, but to see our experience in this world and to bring it like the love you have day in and day out. So thank you, and may you share your medicine, and also start to unify the women, put it together. We're here to support, to be of any help, anything we can do. So much love. I love you, and thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Marsha and Metolius Heddi.
Thank you, Metolius. I'd just like to express my deep gratitude for this circle and those who have walked before me, this beautiful journey of life that I've been blessed to walk with many of you on for many years. And I was 23 when I met Erick and started on this path, and have seen some absolutely magical things happen. And the other night we were talking with our relative Jared, who's a beautiful man who's doing fire ecology work, and there was a message that came thinking that one of our beautiful elders had crossed, and luckily it wasn't him. And but it just, out of this emerged this whole conversation and sharing of just the things that we've witnessed, and particularly Erick, and just the kind of resurgence and the growing of a lot of the traditions which were almost lost. And I just really want to make this prayer at this time of the summer solstice, this time of the greatest light here in the north, and for all the light that's coming, that's being shed right now. There's so many things coming to light right now in our world, and they're really hard to face. There's some really horrible things that have happened in our world, but it's so important that we can face that and shine that light on it. And just feeling this prayer and this like desire to pray and connect to the grandfather son. And this world's changing so quickly, and our children are going to be seeing it even quicker. And we're in the middle of this intense heat right now, and where we are in Northern California, and it's just the beginning. The first day of summer is going to be well over 100 degrees here. And so my prayer is to grandfather, just to teach us and show us how to be with that intensity and these changes on our Mother Earth. They're happening quickly. There's so much healing needing to happen, and that is happening. And that, so much of what has happened in the past, being able to be transformed and healed. And thank you so much, Vern, for your share about the youth and the children, and how there is no fear, and how much hope that brings. And my prayer is to help us, Creator, to support these children, that these young ones that, all the time I'm thinking how different life is for them than even when I grew up. It's a different world, and all these changes that we're seeing, to really help us find our gratitude and our enjoyment of the beauty in life, and how to create these safe spaces and be able to witness each other's healings and celebrate our victories, and just the beautiful circle of relatives that we are together. Yeah, so many prayers. It's such a potent time as we continue inside this spiral of this new era that began December 21st, 2012. Now we were in the 12, now we're in the 21. And just the prophecies that spoke of this time and those intense changes, to really cultivate that love. I've seen and feeling that love as that thread of commonality through all that is being shared, and that love that can really bring us through those times of hardship, and that love that we get to celebrate together, and that we see in the beauty all around us. So just grateful, so grateful for this opportunity to share love this way today, and for all the love that has been carried forward through the generations to be with us at this time, and for that love to share with our children. Today for me also is a special day, and it was the day that my mom was born, and she crossed a few years ago, and her motto in life was love is always the answer. and hearing everybody sharing today is like such a reflection of that. So just thank you, Creator, for all of our lives, and pray that we may be tools in this world to help bring forward your love and your light and your healing. Thank you for this beautiful circle, and I ask that you bless each one of my relatives here and all over on this beautiful Mother Earth. May we fully open to the light. May we be called forward, the full blossom of our souls, of our essences, as this light shines on us today and in the next few days, and just send so many blessings to all my relations. Oh.
Thank you, Heddi, and thank you, Iselita. Wow. The love is the answer, they say, And this time, when we call to like the essence to be united, when we say, Rukush Kach, the heart of heaven. Rukush Lev, the heart of the earth. Rukush Kat, the heart of the fire. Rukush Kakit, the heart of the air, the wind. Rukush Ya is the heart of the water. Rukush Kaslem is the heart of our life. Rukush Kokotsichal is the heart of the flower of life. And we are a flower of life. And that's why I love to share flowers with you. When I say hi, send a little flower, full blossom. May the spirit see that. Sometimes we just look at it, sometimes we smell it, sometimes we really can admire. What an engineer, what an incredible design of the diversity of life. I mean, we see the birds, we see the fish, we see the trees, the grasses, learning how many species of beautiful grasses there are and how everything that gives life to all of us. So for that, we're grateful, Creator, to be in this time, to see that our spirit joining, holding to those covenants with life, that we are here to say thank you, to appreciate the beauty you brought to us. This is a gift of our soul. And sometimes, our bodies, go through the experience as a gift. And it's hard sometimes, and it's hard to witness what our humanity becomes, or that we are. And that we know there is much room through that love, through the appreciation, through reverence of life, that we can move forward and move into the becoming the people made out of honey. As it was shared, just sharing yesterday too with my brother, saying, hey, Remember when the tatas were talking about and the nanas explaining how to beat the people, Merarihani, how to bring your staff of your family into the unification of love. And that's how, like Heddi says, we've been witnessing the Pashil Kayala reflowering, the staffs of life, the cañaveral, we call them, the like tulips, they're flowering. And each tiny little seed is another child that will become another Pashil Kayala. And that's how precious these children are right now. Right now, to keep them from the contamination of those phones and all the stuff is happening, to show them the spring, go show them the walk in the woods, have them raise a cat, a dog, a bird, raise a horse or something where we know we have responsibility to learn from them. To grow a garden, we're learning how to grow a garden, how to make the compost, It's so beautiful. It's like, wow, so many ways to do these things. And here is our garden of our spirit. Like some of you, we have shared, wow, miraculous moments. Very sacred moments that I know that's been my food for my soul. None of the other stuff I will take from here, but your words, your love, our experiences, what we got to witness after the long nights, after the 4 days, after the long journeys, the pilgrimages. It's like we look at each other, it's like, wow, that was amazing. That was sacred time. So tomorrow, another elder, he became the first kind of congressman of the Guatemala after signing the peace accord. We're going to go in Suelach. We're going to make a ceremony, a prayer for that ancientness and our young and to what do we got to do? So as you heard before, they're creating assemblies, councils, strengthening the council. As we know, all the systems, as it was prophesied, all the systems are collapsing. The council of the people is rising. So they can't just aim at one person or two, because there's not just one leader with our people. It's the fire, it's the water, it's the earth language that we are learning. She's telling us what to do. It's the spirit in the air, the voices of all those children, all their ancestors. Let's bring the ceremonies, the light the fires, and let them dance around again. Invite them over with the spirit play. It's okay. It was not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It's time to go into the spirit. We are honoring your life, the sacred mountains, honoring that your journey will be that of release of our pain and our suffering, our anger or our vengeance or whatever else they might turn to, that might not happen. That those people did those things and they're still doing, but that's their darkness. So we can infuse them with love and compassion for them. That's where we're heading towards the 9 fires again. Ceremony. Maybe 1 or 2 will be, or maybe more, maybe every single one, to be embraced with those spirits. Others are coming to support you because they have faith that in one of us or one of you, all of us together, there's a strong fire. There's hope for us. And there's a giveaway to be prepared. So when we die, our giveaway has been nice. It's been love. It's been a good journey. It's been something way beyond our personal needs. And so as we hold a staff that we learned in those circles, in the sacred circles, they're very strong, like the Orange Lion's still alive. He can verify my words. A bunch of other elders, like Thomas Benyanka and others, crossed over, Chief Shenandoah and so forth. That This fireplace, these ceremonial grounds are not for conflict. Love doesn't belong in the battlefield, killing others. Doesn't belong arguing with others. It is to be strong, yes, as we give love, as we give sharing, as we give each other. But also, like, this is where no longer can you go through. The covenants to life is to have our boundaries strong, that in around those circles, that is not a place to exist. It is to leave it right outside the circle, on the gates outside. So when you come in and you smudge yourself, when you get that prayer in you, you smell the medicine. Oh, Pashil Kayala. Oh, Katit Kamama. To all my ancestors. I know there's plenty places to go war and fight and defend and so forth. But here, I want to be at peace. So in the peyote ways, nobody wears the paint. That was left outside. All the weapons left outside. All the bile and the poisons. Let the peyote, let the water clean you up. Get rid of it. Release it with the ceremony. Dance for life as you dedicate yourself for others. May the people may live, they said. May the people be strong. May we are allowed to get back home again, because we might want to, and life might say, no, you are not allowed here anymore as a species. That might happen. They will not allow us back into home because how we treated life, how we are doing still. So we call the Tohil, Lavilish, Hakavitz, the sacred mountains. Tohil sparked the fire of peace and harmony. So our elders here, I'm gonna call upon you soon, because if my elders tomorrow, this is the third visit, they say, hey, we gotta unite, we have to bring it together, that we might create another council, bring the unification of the staffs. That would be another moving forward with those staffs. So what we did with the 3 stones that was given to us by the blue beings, by the pipe of prophecy. Ish Sakaris Jumil, we call her. She said, my name is Goddess of the Morning Star. Ish Sakaris Jumil, a little girl like Ishel, but the goddess of who knows incredible forces living in that fireplace. So sometime when you come around, look inside the bowl. We'll let you look. You see the eternal fire of love inside that pipe. That's how important those pipes are. If we contaminate it with our anger, with our bile, with our sickness, with our anger, there's nothing left. We cannot contaminate that pipe. So sometimes we have to make that strong stand, like, oh, brother, I love you, but we cannot have that here. Please, let's take this as an opportunity to heal, to transform, to present ourselves as a spirit being, adding to each other, adding to the web of life. Go to the forest, walk along the creeks, and pray for those mountains. Pray for the water rushing down, singing all the way down, and then clean it up. Because our people, we have dirty everything. We are filthy. We have contaminated our world. So these 9 fires is to go a little closer to that love. To what do I need to shed off? And I need so much for the energies to shed me off and guide us. So these prayers of the full sun, I know a lot of sun dances are canceled, and I would, dance. Don't let that fire die. Don't let the sweat be in fear or hesitation. Light them up, even just by yourself. Go in the forest and dance and pray. No fear, doesn't have to be the crowd. But light of fires today. Tomorrow, we're in Suelach. Oshla Juga Cabal, the 13 houses that one of our children is going to inherit. In the Temascal, just as we were born. Not to wash clothes or anything. We are going in there with the spirit of life. To say thank you. Matyo Shaweni Malech Katit Kamama. Matyo Shishawe Lokoluch Katat Pitol Kanan Sakol Olom Kocholom. Ni Malech Achav Kabawil Tohila Vili Shachakabetz. Matyo Shishawe ni Malech Katit Kamama. Katampe ni Malech Nawalis. Achav Balam Kitse. Balam Kap. Ich Balam Mahun Kutachtatas. Kahipalunya, Chomya, Kakisha Ya, Tsununya, Matyoshisha Weni Malech Nanas. Katat Pitol Kanan Sakol, the mother, father, creator, the Ometeot. All that is in diversity and in separation may be in wholeness, the Hunap Ku, the oneness in all. May we walk towards that sacred place and embrace ourselves, embrace each other, embrace the gift of this life. And that's today, the full sun's coming strong. We knew that it was told to us, written in stone in the Aztec calendar. People thought we were just making things up. Big fires are coming through the sun, burning the earth. And look what's happened in the last almost 10 years. Forests, animals, everything's dying, everything's fire, purification. The sun gonna come. We gotta go on the ground. We gotta go, like they said in the creation story, they said we came from the hollow bones, we came from the under places, and we emerged into this world. The world was beautiful. The water was clean. We had everything we ever needed. Everything was gifted to us. And as we learned, we harvested the fire, we selected the seeds, we built our towns and cities, and they told us, don't forget how we got here, because we destroyed the other world as well. And now here we are again. My brother Patricio will say, yeah, we start with the same creation story in how we got into this world. We are at the same place, the same story, that we forgot what was sacred. We forgot to say thank you. We forgot to be in harmony with life. We are so powerful, we harvest everything and we destroy it as we wish. But we know Mother Earth, she's saying enough. So today, tomorrow, dance out, go stay outside. Go light the sweat lodges, go inside, get ready. Maybe we hear this, sometimes our words are the same, because I am a parrot echoing my elders, echoing spirit. It would be nice to make things up, but I can't even write or read to make things up. So spirit has to talk to me. And that's where we are. So we've been collecting medicine, letting the people decide, yes, no, maybe, perhaps. What it is that if we don't make up our minds soon, when we are ready with our convenience, there will be nothing left. Or that we will be in more peril. So we still have this time. Look, beautiful. People ready to travel, come around. We're gonna go look at that spring, remind ourselves, like when Michelle had her Mayan birthday the other day, what do you want to do? I want to go to the most favored spot on this whole land, the big spring on our land. Wow. Wasn't a party with bubbles and piñatas and nothing. It was a prayer to go look at the source of life, what is pure, 10,000-year-old memories coming out of the earth, singing, fresh, cold, oh, nice. delicious. That's how life should be. Excuse me. But we know we have a ways to go. We are on our journey. We are in open mind, open heart to find what is it, what is the combination of the three golden stones, and who are they? That will unify a staff in the middle to bring the rest of the clans, the rest of the people in unison, to bring those who are in conflict with each other, to let that go. But don't bring it into sacred ground. That's the last beautiful place we have that I have to be responsible for. When my elder said, I see you looking at this arbor, Oren talking to me. But you're going to have to protect that fire because they're going to want that. That's the last thing they don't have. And they can't take it just because the way they are. They have to strip all their stuff off. Come here with humble love. Come with eternal flame. Come with appreciation. All those beautiful things that makes us beautiful human beings. To bring your gifts, bring your songs. Thank you, each one of you, for that love and that in this presence. That's what it takes. Sometimes they will ask us when walking the road to the stars, what did you do? Look back, they say. Can you look back? I went one time and I didn't want to look over here. I was like, is that a joke? Is this it's like a cosmic joke. How could it be? But then maybe we'll have to look back and say, oh man, right now we could still do much. Looking at each and one of your expressions is like, wow, beautiful garden. What words you have, what song, what dance, what ceremony you can take us through to heal our heart, our minds, to release those trapped in between the worlds. That is a sacred job, our sacred covenants to life. So we call upon all our communities to soon enough make the effort. We'll gather, light that sacred fire. They almost didn't let us travel anymore, but many made it. And we made covenants. We took the tobacco, we took the cacao to do 9 fires again. To again unify forces, and this is a power of all of us healing, transforming ourselves. It's a lot, huge, but that's how we have to go through. And the longer you stick around the fire, the more they're going to ask you to do. Oh, good, you're standing here, great. Here, let's bring another pail of water. Bring a load of wood. Hey, ooh, I hear you song. Oh, another song. Oh my God, my throat's hurting. Yeah, but I'll sing it again. We've been there with Vern, like, wow, singing for hours and hours and hours. Marsha too, like dance, get everybody dancing and be joyous. Seeing the power go through you, Vicky, was like, wow, my hero. From where they had you with all those drugs and everything, and then the medicine just, whoa. What a beauty to witness that. And beautiful all around here, all our expressions with each other here. Raquel, door in, door out, day in, man, we're here, boom, 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 keeping that rhythm. That's what it takes. And thank you for this love and this gracefulness that we are sharing. Because that's the sacred time. This is what I want to take when I leave this place, that we saw each other smile. We saw tears of joy, tears of gratitude. Like when I was there at this teepee in Colorado, I stood by the fire after all the roles were played out by our humanity, and everybody's now laying down and the fire's still going. I'm standing there like, wow, What a miracle this is. And just tears flowing, looking at my children, my wife, and all my grandkids, all our relations, everything where we've been. It was like a big movie right through the fire. And then requesting that we share a prayer for them. So our pipe, bringing that fireplace through the essence of ourselves, to sing those songs, to get us through into divinity. We gotta be clear and clean to go into divinity. When we done the struggle, we done our roles and we played it out and we're so tired it don't mean anything anymore. And then it's time for the medicine people to open the door, open that song. Open the door for my relations here by the fire. Wash away our pain and our suffering with those sacred waters, sacred mothers. Those mothers, Ishmokane, Nana Ishpiakok, Nana Ishkik, Nani Shel, Nanchak Shel, Kahipalunya, Chomya, Kakisaya, Tsunya. We know your names, we know your essence, and thank you for the gift to all relations. May you, Mother Earth, how many earths we have? Hunulev, we have one earth to walk upon. But how many ecosystems? Wow, the diversity is beauty. Is the love of Creator as a gift to us. What do you want? You want to see sand and cactus? Come on. You want to see a play with 400 different species all together? Well, come over here. If you want to feel the great forest of the north, come on up. You want to see the great rainforest, and you can't even hear yourself screaming when the rain comes. You walk in the rainforest and the rain's down there. Can't hear it. So loud, so beautiful. Climb those sacred mountains and see where the condor and the eagle flies. And you'll bring it back to our relations, to unify. Bring the breath on that sacred tree of life and bring each and one of us that gift. Today we prepare, tomorrow we be in prayer, and we'll let you know what they ask of us. Because they know that we can add so much to the great nations who are now already gathering. We can add and bring forth a lot of beauty. But we must begin with ourselves. Calm the mind, calm the heart, calm the spirit, and unify in actions of love. Like Heddi and Raquel, like Kirana, wow. Actions of love over and over, year after year, holding the sacred fire. And each and one of you, I know you do that. Heddi over there in New York. Others are coming up to be with this community, with the fireplace. And know that a lot of elders or our people, there is an expectation that we are doing our personal work. So when we present there, we come to add. When you see the forces come in, that you will hold to your covenants. That we will not spin out and have a hard time, because these are real powers, real forces. Just like the kid, don't play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Learn to swim or you will drown. Learn to skip along the forest and know that that rock will always win. That stick will get in your brain if you're not careful. So we must be with the laws of the natural world and the spiritual laws. And so when I give it back to Heddi, I don't know who you else want to, or I don't know what our time is, but I'm just so grateful for this moment to see you. It's exciting to see, all the preparations that over and over. It's been done, and now we're going to this 9 fires, the place of Pashil Kayala. Rites to pass, the rites of passage. Can I pass into the next dimension? Can I prepare myself to be with the blue beings? Because they could be talking in the present, and because we're so hard and so solid, we miss it. We missed it. The Oshlahuch Baktun, most of humanity missed it. When we could have put it in motion, and here we are again. We have some years left for 26 years after the 13 Baktun. Remember, we said that way back in the day. Now we've used how many years? 8 years? 9 years. It's gone out of the 26. You watch as the Mother Earth continues, as we go forward into our humanity. There's also, we can give an option. Create the sacred villages of light. Little bunch of families, that's all. Families in love. Families in respect. Families with medicine. Families with a spiritual power. To navigate, get through these dark corridors that we're traveling right now. And together, I know we could do it. Together, our nation has gone through it. Now the world seeks the medicine from across every part, because nothing else is working. Everything else is just using us for their benefit. They poison us with food, and then they want to poison us with drugs, and everything in between. So if we can still grab and hold on to these elders, these beautiful wisdom keepers, and make it available for them to unify and bring the kids who are asking questions, who are presenting themselves, don't take it lightly. That is, what if that one person is the one that has the, but because they're having a hard time, because this society doesn't know how to be with them, how to guide them. So they give them a bunch of diseases, names of diseases. No. Can we set that forum, that stage for us to unify? So this is where we're going. And we'll pray tomorrow, all goes well. May you also connect tonight and tomorrow with this element, with this power. That sun is telling us something. They were saying that there was no sunspots in this last cycle. And this last cycle is increasing more, no sunspots. That means we could get the EMF flares any minute. And none of this will be useful. And so all goes well. We continue to strengthen our circles, to know that we are not on our own, ourselves. That we can, just if we told people we're going to communicate with people all around the world in this little computer now, this little flat screen thing, nobody would believe us. Imagine when we could turn the switch on to the holograph records of us seeing each other in like holograph, in just meditation. We're gonna be together like that. And we're already feeling that with each other. We're not separate ever. But can we use that and guide us to know that, oh, I'm sending this prayer to Dantes and Angela over there, and Carol and Melissa and Tiff, all of us, KD and Lou, Ashley and your companion there, all of us together. And I know from each and one of us, there's another link to beautiful big families. So Two Rivers, Blue Horse, unify. Bring the circles together. It doesn't have to be once a year, not every other day, every weekend maybe. light a fire, share the light, just have counsel, talk to each other. Because in that we will be maturing. It kind of sneaks up on you. You know, when you pray with a pipe, after 1,000 times, whenever you are, no matter what, that prayer comes alive. And anybody around, they feel it. They're like, whoa, they're disoriented or they get it. And so this orientation to those who are there to be with you, to make that circle and that prayer strong. Because remember, again, they have no power against our love. They have no power against our prayers. So, Matios Yahweh, and much love to each and one of you, and humble respect to each, Matios.
Thank you so much, Erick. That powerful share. Mhm. Mhm. I would just ask if anybody else has anything they'd like to share in the circle today. And just so much gratitude for all the medicine that's been shared with us. And yes.
Want to thank each and every one of you, and certainly there has been challenging times, but we're here, we're standing, we continue. And I love the message that I heard throughout this. I thank you all. You know, I have one foot in the spirit world and one foot in the mundane world. And it's very difficult to balance that at times, especially with people who no doubt are challenging in our lives. But I'm reminded, certainly through this, that we could challenge the minds of others, but love their spirit. And so I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to send my blessing of love to each and every one of you. And I look forward to the next time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just feeling that it'd be really beautiful to end this call, this circle today with the song. So I wonder if anyone would be willing to send us off with the song, and maybe once that song is complete, we can just unmute and say goodbye until the next time. Is there anyone here that would like to offer a song to close the circle today? Vern? Yeah. Thank you. Such a gift.
I want to thank you all for everything you shared. And there was a story I forgot that I want to share with you. We went to this residential school area in Port Alberni, and we were getting into the third day of listening to people tell their story. And there was this Wasindjana, he was watching us. So that's a white person. And he came storming over. He was throwing chairs around. He was flipping out. And he was getting real angry. And he said, you know what the problem is with all of you? why I cannot get in. He is calling himself. He was saying that he is the darkness reincarnate. I am the darkness reincarnate. I've been watching you. I've been keeping an eye on you, but I cannot get in. You know what your problem is? That you all have too much love, and so I cannot get in. And so all of that we were sharing, that's what resonated through that all the time. And that really came strong on what was going on. And so with that, I want to do the bear healing song. And the prayer is for you. It's good be done, it's to did at last, hey, nanga. Dalan kang tinakunisi, dagutan. Dagutan. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, ow, it would be done, it's to did a patsan, hey, nana, dalan kang tinakunisi, dagutan. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, ow, it would be done, it's to did a patsan, hey, nana, dalan kang tinakunisi, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, ow, it would be done, it's to did a patsan, hey, nana, dalan kang tinakunisi, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, oh, it's good to see you all. Till we meet again.
However,
Hawa, Matios, Nawe, thank you, gracias. Every language, such a good day to be grateful. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for your prayers and your songs and the light you bring in this world.
so much love to all of you.
Much love, much love.
Please feel free to unmute yourself and offer your voice as we circle out and take all this medicine from this place together.
Goodbye, all from the Metolius River. I'm walking down now to make a tobacco prayer that we're able to gather and speak in this way. Adios.
Oh,
Daddy, love you guys.
love you,
Bye-bye.
Felipe.
El.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
So much. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Much love. Blessings to you, Chap.
Thank you. Puppy love.
That puppy is so cute.
We're puppy sitting, so she's not ours, but
That's fine.
nice to get puppy love.
Yeah.
Joey. Joey.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Anna, Lester.
Much love.
Bye-bye, everybody from the Metolius.
Beautiful. Wow. Mhm. Mhm. Happy solstice, everyone.
Blessings to you.
Yes.
And so many blessings for all that are gathering at Patiapa, and just, yeah, Matioshtat
Thank you.
for everything, but all that will come of these days, may it just be really beautiful for everyone on their road there and back, and all the time shared, and look forward to seeing you on the other side and hearing how it all went.
Thank you. Yeah. Love you, Raquel. Love you, Vicky.
Got the transmission, Vicky.
Yeah. Mwah. Bye, everybody.
Love you, Kirana.
Love, love, love.